Hi, I'm Jules from Pioneer Playbook, and today I'm going to teach you how to structure your business for success. I speak to business owners every single day who are busting their asses as hard as they possibly can, and they're still not seeing the success that they want with their businesses. And it's not because they're not working hard enough, it's because they're not working in the right way. You can work as hard as you like on your business, but if you're not doing the right things and not sticking to a structure, then it's not going to matter. You're just going to be wasting your energy and you're not going to see the results that you need. So by the end of this video, you're going to have my 3 steps to completely turning that around and having some solid structure in your business to see the success that you need. So let's get right into it. My number 1 tip to put some structure into your business is to use road mapping. If you were going to go on a journey somewhere, if you were trying to get somewhere, you wouldn't leave the house without knowing exactly where you were trying to go and how you were going to get there. You just wouldn't. It would be a waste of time, it would make no sense, you wouldn't get there without some kind of plan. So I don't understand why so many people do that with their businesses. They start a business, but they don't have any clear direction of where they're trying to get to or any game plan of how they're going to get there. So this is the most important thing. When you're running a business, you need to have a roadmap. You need to know the end goal and you need to know the steps that you're going to take to get there. Otherwise, you're just going to be wandering around aimlessly seeing what sticks. So the way to do this is to spend some time really thinking about where it is you're trying to get. You know, what is the end vision? What is the ultimate dream? What would this business look like if everything went the way you wanted it to? You have to have an idea of what that would look like. How can you possibly expect to achieve it if you don't even know what it is? So spend some time trying to decide exactly where you're trying to go with your business. And once you're really, really clear on that, the rest of it is just mapping it out. It's just saying, okay, I want to go here. What steps do I have to take to get there? It's a lot easier once you have the end vision in mind. So take that dream, take whatever the vision is, and then break that down into smaller steps. Say, okay, well, I want to get here. What are some milestones along the way? You know, if I want to get here, what are the stepping stones? You know, what is here, here, and here? What do I need to do to get to those places? And just break it down into smaller chunks. And then once you have the big milestones that you want to accomplish, then you break those milestones down into actual just achievable tasks. So say your first milestone, for example, might be something like to hire a team. You need to then figure out, okay, what do I need to do to be at the stage where I can achieve that first milestone? And break that down. It's all just breaking it down into smaller chunks. So you break that down into, well, I need to be earning X amount. How do I get there? I need to increase my sales and I need to cut my costs. Okay, how do I do each of those things? Cut that down into, well, I'm going to increase the sales. I need to drive more traffic to my website. If I'm going to drive more traffic to my website, I need to do more blog content. You know, you can break every big picture goal down into really, really small tasks and then just work on those tasks. It's as simple as that. And once you have all these little tasks broken down for you, it's literally just a path you have to follow. It's like a recipe or an instruction manual. You make your own recipe for your business success and then you just follow it. It sounds easy because it is. I mean, business isn't easy, and the hard part comes into actually making sure that you execute all those tasks and making sure that you hold yourself accountable and stay on it and, you know, keep up with the progress that you need. That's the hard bit. But actually knowing what to do is as simple as just deciding. So that's road mapping. That's number 1. Tip number 2 is about your mindset. And I'm not one of these coaches that talks a lot about mindset and meditation and everything, but I do think there is a lot of importance on how you view your business and how you view yourself. You need to think like the business that you want to be, not the one that you are. So many people that I see with their small businesses, they think, oh, well, I'm only small, so I don't need to do X, Y, or Z just yet. I'll deal with that when it comes to it. I'll deal with that when I have to. And the thing is, you're actually putting limits on yourself that way. You know, if you say, I don't have to have a proper sales process set up because I'm only bringing in a few clients a month, you're not gonna get to that stage without setting it up first. You know, you have to lay the groundwork and set your business up as if it's as big as you want it to be, and the rest will then kind of fall into place. If you say, you know, I'm not going to take these steps because I'm small and I don't need to yet, you're not going to grow beyond that. It's like plants. If you have a small plant in a small pot, you know, you put it in a bigger pot so that it will grow. You don't wait until it's all overgrown and hanging out the side of the pot and then repot it, because it's just gonna stunt its growth, right? And the same thing happens with your business. If you don't give your business the room to grow and set it up so it has the ability to grow, it's gonna stay the same size. You need to start seeing your business as its full potential. So don't think, I'm only small, I don't need to do these things. Think, okay, I intend to grow to this size by the end of the year, so I am going to set myself up for that and put everything in place, get everything ready, allow your business the room to grow. Tip number 3 is all about processes and systems. So my clients will roll their eyes when I start talking about this because I go on and on and on about it, but it's because it's so important. The processes and systems are the skeleton of your business. And this kind of ties in with what I was saying about road mapping before. You know, road mapping looks at your business as a whole and how you're going to get where you want to go. And the processes and systems look at the day-to-day running of your business. If you have an online service business, for example, and you just put your website up there into the world and you just wait for people to show up, which, by the way, a lot of people do. A lot of people think if I build it, they will come. And unfortunately, it's just not the case. But if you just put that out into the world and you have no process to guide people to you, you're not going to get customers. If you just put it up there and expect people to just show up, they're not going to. You need to guide people to you. And that's an example for a sales process, but this applies to every single part of your business. You know, you need to hold your customers' hands and guide them where you want them to go and take them through your processes. You cannot just put something up there and expect people to show up and do the work. Your job is to take them through that process. And you can't take them through that process if you don't have a process. So you need to build processes and systems for every single part of your business, whether that's a sales process or a process for how you handle customers after they've bought from you, or processes for how you onboard new employees. Whatever task you're doing in your business, it should have some kind of system or process in place. It cannot just rely on you or one of your employees just, you know, knowing what needs to happen. So the example with the sales process, you know, rather than just putting something up into the world and expecting people to show up, you want to figure out how people are going to find you. You know, is it through your social channels? Is it through a blog post? Is it through freebies? How are people going to first find out about you? Once you've captured their attention, how are you going to bring them into your circle? Are you going to get their email address? Are you going to get them in your Facebook group? And then once you have them in your world, how are you going to continue to build that relationship and become an authority figure in their minds and get them to trust you? You know, that's all part of the process as well. And then once they trust you, how are you going to get your offer in front of them? You know, what is going to teach them about what it is that you do? And once they see what you do, how are you going to guide them through into making a purchase? You know, do you have them book a sales call? And then once you get to that stage, what process do you have for them making payment? You know, once they've made payment, where do they go? What emails do they get? How do they actually start using your product or service? This all needs to be thought out in advance. And if it's not, you're just not going to get the customers that you need. So to recap, to really structure your business for success, you need to roadmap. You need to decide where you're trying to go and how you're going to get there. You need to adjust your mindset. You need to think like a big business. Think like the business that you want to be, not the one that you are. And lastly, set up processes and systems to guide your customers through every part of your business. If you put these 3 things into place, I guarantee you are going to see more sales and you're going to see more success in your business. If you want more tips and advice on how exactly to implement these steps, you can check out my website, pioneerplaybook.com, or you can join my free Facebook group, which is Pioneer Playbook Women in Business. If you have any questions about any of this, pop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel because I'll be back with a new video next week. Bye! How are you going to then, you know... It's not a gremlin, it is my cat. He gobbles like a turkey when he has the zoomies. It's adorable, but it's also terrifying.